Great seeing my next guest back in action coming up here on Halloween night. He's going to be taking on Jack Marshman. It is Sean Strickland joining me here on the program. Sean, how's it going, man?
Oh, shit, man. Life's going good. It's almost fight week. Ready to get the shit over with. Although not having to cut weight, I can't say it's as miserable as it used to be.
Yes, and it's been a long time coming. I know, people I'm sure know. If they don't, you were in a pretty bad motorcycle accident. For those who don't know, what were the injuries you suffered in that accident? Because it's been keeping you out of action, I think, since 2018.
Well, I can't tell these guys. I'm going to know my fucking weakness. I can't, No,
fair enough. Okay.
I don't give a fuck, man. Sorry, excuse my language. You have to beep that one.
You can swear all you want. It's all good by me.
All right, good. That's pretty much all I know how to do. So, anyways, I tore my patella tendon, and then I fractured my kneecap, and I still have a quadricep tear. But all in all, man, we're getting there. Life's good. It's pretty fucked up, but it's, those guys fight with one arm, so if they can do it, I can do this, right?
No, I love the attitude. When did you actually get back to training after everything was healing up?
Oh, man, if you look at my Instagram, I was boxing after 12 weeks in a straight leg brace. Oh, I mean, I probably should have waited, and I would lose my damn mind if I didn't train. So the doctor was like, hey, man, after 12 weeks, you could walk, just don't bend your leg. And I was like, shit, I guess I'm boxing then. I'll just lock my leg out, so it is what it is.
Was there ever a point you thought, I don't know, speaking to the doctors, was something serious like an accident, was there ever a point you thought your career might be over? Did doctors ever mention that?
Yeah, so I got hit by a fucking delivery driver. So anyways, I was going through a lawsuit. I actually walked away with an okay amount of money, which makes fighting a lot nicer, So I would go see their insurance doctors. Whenever you go to see an insurance doctor of the opposing party, they're looking just to pretty much call you a liar. And so I would go see these guys, and they would look at my knee, and they would look at the MRIs. They would give me a funny look. And they're like, yep, everything you're saying is true. I don't think this, I was told by every doctor that I probably shouldn't fight again. I can, but it wouldn't be recommended. But, like I said, there's guys fighting with one arm. So, I still have a leg. It just doesn't really work well.
You were mentioning off the top, this is a middleweight fight for you. Is the plan to stay in this weight class going forward, or you just didn't want to cut the weight for this one?
You know what it was, man? Welterweight. Welterweight was a bad test run for me. I went to welterweight because I thought the more you sacrifice, the more I sacrifice, the more I give up, the more miles I run, the more rounds I do, the more I kind of deserve it. And then as you get older and you start fighting, you realize that that's not the case, There's so many guys that aren't killing themselves to make weight and they're still performing well, as opposed to, it was just kind of a weird train of thought that I'm trying to let go of, Hey, you don't need to spar 12 rounds, Sean. You sparred 5 rounds, you're good. Stop, go home, take a rest day. But that's kind of new to me.
Well, how is the camp now, not having to focus as much on the cut? Because like you were saying there, it's not as tough, obviously, to get down to 170.
Man, it's actually really fucking weird. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like I'm fighting. So last night, let's see what my training schedule is. I sparred 5 rounds, 3 hard, 2 light. I did hard pad work at night, as to oppose, and then I was done. And I was done. I'm done. As opposed to welterweight, after my pad work, I probably would have grappled just to lose weight, not even to train. And then I would have ran 6 miles and skipped dinner. So it's really nice, man. It's really nice to actually enjoy life. And, and I have a lot of friends, Marbatori, I'm going to fucking ruin this guy's name. I call him Benny DeRouche, Banesh, whatever the fuck his name is. He's a good friend of mine. But, those guys have been telling me to go to middleweight, for years. And I kind of wish I would have listened to them sooner.
Well, it's going to be interesting. And you got a really notable opponent here in Jack Marshman, a guy who is going to stand and trade with you. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
It's funny, man. I was talking to my cornerman's Sean, just go in there and take him down. It'll be a really easy fight. Just go take him down and win the fight. But I know when I get in there, I'm probably going to fucking get the Irishman stance. We're going to stand and box for, 3 rounds. And, it's a good matchup. I'm clearly better than him. For him to beat me, I'm going to have to make a mistake. But, when you're fighting a brawler like that, their job is to make you make mistakes. So, I mean, skill level, like I'm definitely more skilled than him. I'm more athletic. I'm faster. It's just don't fuck up, you know?
Absolutely. And I've been seeing on your Instagram, you've been doing a lot of different cross training. You referenced, the Kings MMA guys there. I know you've been working with Nate Marquardt. I saw a photo with him and Johnny Walker. So you've been getting a lot of different looks ahead of this camp by the looks of it.
Man, that's not even like it's funny. After I sparred Johnny Walker, I told Johnny Walker, like, man, I'm fighting a guy who's like 6 foot with like a 73-inch reach. You're 6'6" with a 82-inch reach. Like, there's no reason I should have been training with Johnny Walker other than just like I wanted to train with Johnny Walker. Nate's actually been a good. He's been a little bit new in the camp, but he's been really nice, man. He's good body. He's you could trust him. He's not gonna try to hurt you. He's a good dude.
Where is home base for you in terms of camp? Because I know it's always, from what I know, it was Team Quest. Is that still the case, or are you around everywhere now?
No, man. Even when I was at Team Quest, I wasn't really Team Quest. I have like a bad habit of like, I don't know if I'm just an asshole or what it is, but if I'm in a place too long, like I don't click. I think that I think when I train, I have like a really high output. And so sometimes like I'm a little bit too demanding on my training partners opposed to like, we'll get a hard round and then I'll be like, hey, let's do another one. Let's do another one. Well, tomorrow's wrestling. Let's go again and again. And I think if I'm at a place too long, I start like breaking training partners. So I find that it's just better if I just move around, gym to gym. I can't run out of bodies that way.
No, good call. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Shit, I'm going to have John Wood. He's owner of Syndicate. If I had to say, I've done most of my camp at Syndicate. So if I had to represent a gym, it would be Syndicate. John Wood, he's a solid pad man. Obviously, John Wood. He's been in the game for a long time. And then I'm going to have my coach. I've been working with him since 17, Alex Zarate. He coaches Sam Alvey, a couple other guys. And then a kind of a newer addition, Sasha. He's like an up-and-coming welterweight, just to throw some punches with me before I walk out to the cage. I like to spar a little bit right before I go into there, so it's nice to bring a guy who can trade with you. But yeah, no, so I probably should get a home gym. It's just I'm also kind of a fucking asshole, and I tend to piss people off.
I like the honesty.
No, bro, I wish it was, and it's always like, in hindsight, like I always recall it, like, even like, Chris Curtis, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Curtis is like one of my closest friends. And me and him just getting like this drag out fight the other day. Like, like guys pulling us back. Like I've known this guy for 5-6 years. I think I'm just an asshole and it rubs people the wrong way. So the more you float, the less people you can offend.
How do you see the fight playing out on October 31st?
If I had to like guess, I think I'm going to stand in the middle of the ring. He's going to come at me like a fucking animal, like Jack does, which I think I'm going to get the better of him stand up. He'll probably try to shoot on me. I'll stuff it and then hopefully finish him in the second round. But Jack, he's like a glutton for punishment. This guy just absorbs fucking damage. If there's one thing he's good at, it's brawling and taking damage. So I'm going to try to finish him, but hopefully I don't break my hands in the process.
Do you plan to get another fight in this year if all goes well?
Yeah, man. That's another reason why I'm going to middleweight. Like the welterweight suck. Like to make that cut, dude. I don't want to divulge this information, but there was a time in my life where I'm like, I'm just going to be bulimic right now because I ate too much. So that's how shitty welterweight was for me to make. When I fought Kamaru Usman, my body fat was 4%. No, it was under 3.8. So it's not really what I want to do anymore. So yeah, no, if I do well and I fucking knock this guy out and nothing's broken, I'd love to fight again. Let's do it. Let's knock him out. Let's make some money.
Sean, it was a blast, man. Really appreciate the time. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours.
Yeah, man. Now pretty much my Instagram, and I'll probably offend you. You probably don't want to follow me, just Strickland_MMA, but I probably will offend you. And that, my team, everybody, appreciate you giving me the time.